Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back with Mass Effect Andromeda. Obviously, we left off, we just set up the outpost. Trying to think what else we'd done. We'd cleared that planet of stinking evil boo. Other than that, I think that was all we'd managed to progress with, other than clearing some of the minor quests. Other than that, let's get on with it. I should have done this while we had the starting scene stream. And there goes Mattingham claiming first of the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Mattingham. I hope you're well. Come on. Do something.
Hello Mattingham83, ignore me, I'm just the bot. Yet I do all the work and I'm so fucking tired.
Tam, behave. Right, so we had just killed the supercomputer, hadn't we? Which is literally there. I'm not too bad, I'm a bit tired and I think I'm losing my voice again, which is just typical. Obviously, we've got the last stream before Christmas tomorrow with Star Trek Online, as long as I don't lose my voice. But I am hopeful. I'm just having a quick look at the quests here to see what we've got left to do. That's the missing scientist fast travel. I think we're going to find the poach camp. So yes, other than that, we'll see how we do. Been playing with OBS this evening. I'm shocked how easy it is to use. It is very easy to use. The only thing that I would say to really take note of is that it can be a bit of a... How can I put it? It can be a bit crap when you actually hit that stream button, because you can have everything working, it looks perfectly fine and doing everything it should be doing, and then as soon as you hit that stream button, sometimes it can peg out and do all sorts of weird shit on you.
This must be the poacher's camp.
Something tells me they will
Rah.
roll in and chat.
Oh, Jesus, hello. But yeah, fundamentally, I would say ultimately OBS is pretty easy to use. It's even easier if you're using something like, I don't know, Streamlabs or something like that. Not Streamlabs. Stream Elements and things like that. Because obviously, if you've got that all running, you know, you haven't got to deal with anything like your bot or anything. You know, I'm a bit of a control freak, so Tam runs locally. My big recommendation is get the voice meter and use that. I highly recommend that. And basically you can split all your channels for audio and everything then. Because that's how I do it. I have a bunch of virtual audio cables and the game sounds and my mic and all of that all goes into that, and then I use that then those channels are then picked up in OBS separately. So I can have things like Spotify playing in the background, and you won't hear it, but I will. My God. Yeah, it also means that things like if I wanted to add, say, the the Discord as a separate audio channel, I can do as well, and I can do that both for mic and obviously the audio pickup. So it makes things a hell of a lot more easier. You can get the virtual channels from the same place that you get voice meter from. I think they're about 16 quid for two, something like that. And I just bought them all. So I'm using, for example, I'm using voice meter potato, so it has literally all the functions on it.
The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
So you're in charge here.
After all I've heard, I didn't expect that an Angara led these hunts.
Then you've been talking to the Angara here. I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
No. Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Your people definitely won't want they?
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
Nope.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
It very much is the right choice, you know, not being funny.
My equipment.
You know, she's been dead shady. Thing is, while I'm down here now, it's kind of like, what else is there down here? Even though I did try and shoot her. But yeah, I've got to say, if you try to do all your audio management through just OBS, you'll run into difficulties. Because that's where it doesn't become as easy. And then if you're having to filter things to deal with, you know, background noise and things like that, again, it can be really, really difficult if you're doing it all literally through OBS. Hence the reason why I do recommend voice meter. There's plenty of videos on YouTube as well, so if you kind of get stuck, like I said, there's plenty there for you to look at, and they are pretty straightforward. There's even some people have done how-tos from the ground up, so you know, you've got a fresh install of OBS, this is what you do to make voice meter work with it. One issue I found was I couldn't hear the game sound, so it still isn't perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, again, that's where you have to tell it to capture the sound. If you are using it again, doing it through the bog standard way in OBS, yes, it does kind of work. But I found separating it out into its own channel, like I said, using the virtual channels, made things so much easier. Right, where the hell is the exit? Can't find the way out. I shall forever be entombed in the ice. Oh my god, that's just on a big fucking loop, isn't it? Fast travel. What's that? That's just a point of interest. Okay. What's that? You know, so it's like, even if you set it up to capture the audio through OBS of like your game, I don't recommend using the capturing the audio through the game capture, because quite often it either doesn't work, ends up going out of sync, or it's got a really crackly, hissly pop that comes in with it. So I would capture it as a separate audio source, and then when you're in the audio mixer, if you want to be able to hear the game sound, you need to make sure that you set it to monitor and output. If you don't want to hear it, obviously you change it to, I think it's just monitor. Again, it's one of those things that if you do get stuck, I can always help you out. You know, I'm more than happy to be technical support. Definitely feels like it's mostly copper on this one. I'm going to say I don't think I've done this.
Got the signal. This way.
This one. Well, I'm sure there was more than one. Are you thinking of getting fully into streaming? Right, search for the that thing. Well, it's going to be that building over there, isn't it? Well, don't copy Aaron's cabling method. Because it's a bit like Spaghetti Junction.
Source of that interference looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Detect later! Angry Adi headed for us!
emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps
Yeah.
the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder.
Well, I just have scanned it. Tell me some more about it then. Can now shoot it. Oh, dampen.
Here they come!
Watch out!
You need to guard me, guys.
I don't normally act like this.
You thought what you're going to be streaming in particular?
How close to the source of the signal? Perhaps something about the frequency causes agitation in the beasts.
That's it. Good work.
It's going a bit faster this time.
Ryder, the Angara call this a scourge gem. They pass through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful and quite dangerous.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy. There's too much here to ignore. We need to study it. Hopefully the Hajara scientists won't have any more trouble with their comms.
Oh, and kneeling down made it disappear. I'm assuming that. No, I haven't rearmed. Might do some train sim, Euro truck sim to architect. What? Nothing like what's it called now? Brain will get into gear in a moment. Farming simulator or something like that. But I know trains very much are your thing.
That's Ket technology, Ryder.
Yeah, we know, we've already been there. We went there earlier and killed everybody. Just because I live in Cheshire. Well, I didn't want to say, but...
We are nearing the navigation provided by Sokar Isov on Aya.
Okay. That looks like a crate that you can loot.
I recognize him. That's Keldo, one of Sokal's suppliers.
I've got a couple of very specific railway simulators which might be worth doing. We'll see how they look in OBS, to be fair. Are you going to be single PC streaming? Or are you doing a 2 PC setup? Because in theory you should be able to run them both. Well, you should be able to run pretty much anything on a single setup so long as your graphics card is powerful enough. Because OBS takes up a huge chunk of your graphics card for processing and outputting the stream, hence the reason why a lot of people quite often do a 2 PC setup. But so long as you've got a really good graphics card, so ideally you want to be looking at something like I don't know. Depending on also how modern the game is. If it's quite a modern game, then you probably want to be looking at something like 4090 to be able to stream single PC and not have any frame loss or anything like that. Because it's like when you've got everything running, you'll find that OBS is using normally on average anywhere between 30 and 40% of your graphics cards. Hence the reason why you need a graphics card with a real bit of oomph behind it for streaming.
Wow.
Looking
I
good,
wonder how it
Team
works.
Teth.
Do
Looking
you think
good.
they're adapted remnant tech?
You have questions?
Found the technician.
We found Talvor out in the field. He didn't make it.
I see. And that would explain why my comms didn't reach him.
Oh, he's flickering.
It went dark.
Here,
It must be a hologram.
tagged. It should have everything you need.
That's Talvor. Always thinking ahead, even at his end. He was a good man. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
My best mate game. Hang on, my best mate. Gave me his old graphics card. It's an NVIDIA GTX 980, which means nothing to me. It means it's actually a really old graphics card. Streaming with that, it really will depend on how much oomph is being sent out. I'm not 100% sure even if the 9080 is fully supported for streaming. Yeah, it's not the best graphics card in the world.
Michelle just called in. Sent a squad to retrieve her.
Sometimes that's not always a bad thing.
Being trapped in rubble will do that. I'm so happy she's still alive. Skies be bright for you, Ryder.
Right, I think that investigate the spy camp. I thought I already had. What the hell? Well, to give you an idea, my gaming PC it's got an AMD, now let me get this right, 24 core processor. It's got one of the 4 series RTX cards. It's currently has 64 gig of memory on it as well. And that's just the gaming PC. The streaming PC, I think that one has a 3080, 32 gig of memory, and I think that's got 16 cores on it, I think. Been a while. That's just there. And so the really powerful machine is the gaming PC. The not so powerful machine is the streaming one, because again, it doesn't need that extra because all it's doing is it's receiving stuff that's being relayed from the gaming PC and outputting it and streaming it. And because the graphics card are not having to do any of the extra work of creating the stream and outputting it and doing the game, it is literally just doing the streaming side of it. It means that, you know, I can play most things up quite high graphically. Oh my god, I didn't scan those.
These crates contain Angaran weapons.
Oh, really now?
Did Soka not mention he helps us out sometimes?
And here's the ambush. Enemies! I think that's it.
But yeah, streaming you have to kind of, you know, be a bit beefy with everything. You can't just get away with, you know, oh well, you know, I can just run it on this machine because, you know, it'll do it. Don't quite work like that. I want to go to... Oh, is it that one? I don't think it is that one. Point of interest. Right. Where's the quest? So yeah, I think it is just actually talk to the scientists. Maybe I have done it. Most of the things here. Right. Not got a clue of where I need to be. No, apparently. Lower level.
Send Telesso on another run. No, wait. It's her third time this week. Send someone else. Pathfinder, my scouts told me about your run-in with the architect. I lost good people to that thing. Drill technicians who went there on an expedition.
It's over now.
I pacified it. You won't get any more trouble.
I should have known about it in the first place. I was supposed to protect those scientists. At least I know the rest of my people are safe, thanks to you.
Your people?
I tracked down your missing drill techs. They didn't make it.
I'll send a team out to recover the bodies. They deserve a proper burial. And Pathfinder, thank you.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
Right, I think that is literally all the quests that I can do here. Let's have a look. Not that. Helios assignments. I gather we just have to return back to Iron now. EOS. Kept power facility. Well, I couldn't get in there because the radiation is too high. Talk to Addison and assistant to redeploy later. Right, so I've got to get her back out of cryo, so that's back on the next one. And then I've got to also travel to Haval. Okay. So I think back to the Nexus first. I'm going to say, where's my ship? Somebody stole my ship. I also need to redeploy the teams. I'm assuming we can just get on the ship this way. Bye, Bart! Good old view seller one's trying it on.
Giles says Ephra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Yeah, but everybody wants peace of me now.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
Can we coexist?
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Okay, anything else?
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow?
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that. What can I do for you?
You and Gil fighting.
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Yeah.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn scourge.
Okay.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
A few electrical shocks. Okay.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
You know, don't mind me while I just get electrocuted. Oh my god, look at all these emails. Oh, Jesus. Can we get rid of the ones we've already read? Mail from Angaran Resistance HQ from Ephra. So apparently if you have your answer on the ancient Angara AI and you destroyed it to say no, yeah, one of those lives. It was a very tough decision you had to make in the heat of the moment. I apologize. It's exactly what I would have done. Oh, thank God for that. That former slave had a family that thought he was dead. You've given him a great gift. The talk on Aya itself is very divided, though I suspect that no one may say so to your face. I find these kind of debates invigorating. We're complex, emotional people with many different views. I love it. Okay. From Liam, come by when you got a minute. I got an idea to run by you. Oh god, here we go. What's Liam going to think up next? Pathfinder Rider of the Human Initiative. I've heard privately from Ephra, the leader of the Resistance. He's very impressed that we're able to help the Op Squad out on Road, and I made sure he knows that you played a key role. He's already said these things to you, but if I know Ephra, he probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust being on this team, letting myself be open to trust you and others. I've learned that trust is more of a feeling than a science. And it seems like a universal truth. Universal, get it? Yeah, okay. From Lexi, balanced diet, yeah, okay. The rock we found is certainly something. As far as I can tell, it's a remnant of a meteorite that passed through the scourge before falling to Bolide, infusing it with a similar charge. The presence of Helios native metallic elements within the rock may have allowed for such transfer. I'm unsure why the ADHI reacted to it the way they did. Addy. I stored it in a lead line box. It unnerves me. Okay. Clear. Your crew has started a regular poker game to try and improve their skills to try and beat me. I bet it was PB's idea. They even wrote Paul Jarl into it. So I won't be needing to erase anytime soon. I believe there's going to be an infusion of funds coming my way. There was one for emoticons. There's a big goofy smiley face right here. Nigel McCoy. My brother Dash and best friend. It still pains me that he's gone and that he won't build a future in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united across my... Yes, I did that on EOS. When my wife and I settle here and start our family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name, and hopefully he or she will become my best friend. Bit of a bugger if your brother was actually called Derek or something like that. I'm getting reports that Turin started in a Haval. Since it's an Angaran world, I was hoping you could check it out. Apex is noted for their diplomatic talents. This needs discretion. Okay. Thanks for the RemTech storage box from the EOS. All I need is one particular piece of RemTech to complete my project. My scanner located what we needed on Volo, if we can by any chance go and find it. There's a report of Asari refugees on Earth. They made it. Might know about their arc too. Let's talk when you're free, Cora. Okay. Right, can I just archive all these messages now, just to get them out of my quest log? So obviously we're going to have to go back down to Palais. But let's go talk to the different people and find out what they wanted. I also need to send...
Still not playing with you.
I'll play.
Really? Gambling doesn't seem like your style.
I'll start spell. Oh,
I have more degrees
at the monkey.
Hey, little guy.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We need to speak to her.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
She does idolize her a bit, doesn't she?
Well, someone's a fan.
No, I just like... Look, we need someone with her experience, that's all.
Well, yeah, it does seem smart.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
So when I go to Prodromos, I need to take Cora with me. Okay. Bugger. Why has she got some weird ass creatures in here? Strike team. So let's debrief them. Well, hey. My god, they're actually successful again. Let's see what... 38% chance. I've got to keep doing these fucking grey ones forever. Or copper-like ones. Until these have leveled up quite a bit. Right, they're now out on the mission for 3 hours. Joy, oh joy. Right.
So, Jarl.
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
No one on my ship thinks that way. We're a team.
Oh, I was talking about my discomfort with your living arrangements, not about any prejudice I harbor. I'm an alien. We are all strangers. Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
That all you've got? Now that I've proven you can trust me, I was hoping you'd feel more able to open up.
I have certain dissatisfactions that I'd like to leave behind. They're quite personal.
Okay.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
Okay.
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But
Sounds also quite kinky.
Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
I think Jar likes me.
A nice one.
It is.
He wants to have my babies.
Deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
So that is kind of like a friendship one. That's kind of like confused and play like an idiot.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate, add deciphering alien psychology.
What plate?
Exactly. See you later.
Well, I was kind of hoping for a bit more conversation than, you know, that.
Yes?
Angara.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Biology.
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
Okay.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
I was going to say that was a lot, wasn't it?
We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Okay. So oral history predominantly, it sounds like.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong, born from what was before, blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Okay.
You studied with Moshae Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
Yes.
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Love?
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshae Sefa is 115 of your years old.
I wonder how old he is, then.
Well, enough about that. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshae, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Oh dear.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that. Believe me.
I don't think they are masters, because look what they did when we opened up the first Remnant play. They recreated the hologram of what my dad did to activate it, and just put out their hand thinking that would do it. You know, that's no sign of intelligence, that's just mimicry.
What's living under the cat been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Well, enough about that. What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
I was born on Haval, our most ancient homeworld. We believe so, anyway.
Moved to Aya first chance you got?
I lived there because of the Vassal. It's a privilege to work on Aya, so we have a lottery to share it.
Aya reminds me of Earth, a little. I'll show you vids sometime. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Stay strong and clear. Okay, that's a interesting greeting. I didn't know there were things on the ship we could scan. I just whipped it out for the shits and giggles. It's like Friday.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Excellent.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
So I am picking up more and more side quests from being on the ship.
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
Okay, well I haven't got an answer to that one.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Some people wonder how we make this team work. Some days, I'm one of them.
It's a blur sometimes. I bet Lexi's flagging all kinds of psych warnings. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
I'm not interested in you.
I know it.
Okay. See if Lexi's got anything new.
Yes?
That will be a no.
I'll be here if you need me.
That's PB there.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Yeah, I bet he is.
The Angara were super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
Yeah, you and the pilot.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease, up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Okay. Oh. When you suddenly realise you can scan things on your ship and you're like, ooh!
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
I assume you're kidding.
Didn't think you were the type to run from trouble.
Well, when you put it that way. Alright. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I'm wondering if some of the conversations that I'm getting there is because we talked to the Archon and went straight down to the planet. Hence the reason why we're kind of like getting some little bits left over. So that's Liam's ring. Bodily fluids detected. This way.
Your take on the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy, do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
Wow.
Ryder.
Let's have another one of his war story.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
I do need to take the Krogan with me at some point.
Talk more later.
Sure.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Absolutely nothing. She got nothing yet.
We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Well, I don't because you all keep bloody moving around on shit. It's like you just get used to them being somewhere and then you find that you have to run around ship to find them.
Again. Alenja 30. The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Angaran expertise will be a tremendous help to the initiative.
We were certainly hurting for it. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
I should get back.
So am I.
Sounds good.
Right, so as always, on the hour every hour, do take a couple of minutes break. I am overrunning just by a minute. So this is where I do run 3 minutes of adverts over here on Twitch. Obviously, if you are watching this on YouTube, I do apologise. I have zero control over adverts over there. So, as always, if you do get adverts, go straight to your lane to get yourself a drink, because adverts are not guaranteed. It is down to region availability. So, you know, again, as always, being fair, expect adverts. But obviously, if you don't get adverts, sit back and enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Holy crap. I just had a look and saw that I have 54 points to spend. So, yeah, biotic damage bonus. What's that? Biotic damage bonus. Yeah. Learn it. What does that one do? Mass effect feels unused special mention by enemies and objects. I think I could do with powering those at least through the first two stages. Get singularity. I do like doing my throw because that's very good for shooting round corners. All damage. Radius, no, all damage. Let's have a look. What else do we have? We have. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you can reset it completely. Didn't know that. I don't want duration. Recharge speed. Launch 2 projectile. Oh yes. Pull. I don't use that very often. But I am gonna. Let's have a look. Duration. Radius. That's going to be duration, isn't it? Damage per second. Defense debuff. Damage per second. Shield bonus. Damage bonus. Shield rest. Damage. It reset that one. Biotic damage. Yeah, biotic damage is that. Because obviously I haven't confirmed it here. Singularity, and then we have duration, effect radius. I think I prefer radius with that. Right, so all of these I'm just going to get them to auto level up. Because at the end of the day, I'm not that fussed or worried about their abilities. I'm more bothered about my own. Ball. Right. What the hell that little symbol meant there.
No,
right, well.
Holiday destination.
Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Okay. I wouldn't have said it was amazing, but okay. That is the landing zone. I don't believe there's anything else there. Don't think there's anything new in the system. Said I was going to go back to the Nexus. I do want to do that before I... Now I think actually I want to go back to EOS and deal with that side of it.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Now it was here I wanted to be taking what's her name with me. I can never remember the names of the other crewmates. Right, so here I'm going to drop PB out and bring Cora on. She was the one that said that she wanted to talk to somebody here. One of the Asari. Yeah, I think that's right. Because she was fangirling over one of them.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Oh?
Back where we really started. What's new in our first home?
The Kett still maintain a presence. Skirmishes are frequent, and travel requires caution.
I've got a cure for that. Next.
The atmosphere continues to clear, but radioactive hazards pool in some areas. Study is ongoing. And remnants remain active on the surface, but also as detected by seismic readings.
Point of contact for all this?
Your people, Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding, with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
Grounded in research.
All data about newly accessible EOS is from their work.
Well, let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves.
Now, have it actually grown? Of course, it looks about the same to me. Oh god, there's a bunch of new quests here, though. So, first one's here, this level. Oh, on this terminal. Supplies report. Log begins. Shrinkage from our survey turn clean supply drops has been running at 15%. We had people spare, tell them to investigate the actual site. So it's pissed me off. It's rough country. I've been told to expect 20% loss. Does that mean accept it? Knowledge?
Nav points of lost supplies noted, Pathfinder.
Not busting our tails on viability to let resources go so easy. Let's check it out.
Too right. And then there's somebody over here. I think it's the supply officer just here.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Oh god, you gotta kind of like make sure you're facing in the right direction to be able to talk to her.
Anything you need?
That would be nothing.
See you later.
Maybe it isn't her then.
Back again.
Yeah, so there is that other quest though. Apparently I'm right on top of the quest.
Bradley asked about it. Is there anything he's not overseeing?
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, this terminal here. Lost drones. We launch a bunch of early drones for recon and specimen recovery. EOS's hostile environment caused a lot of them to malfunction. My hands are full with fixing the doors around the satellite. Can someone please search the nav coordinates of the blah 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 blah. Alright, that's another quest picked up, and then there's another one over here somewhere. In the medical building?
Just who I was looking for. There, did you feel that tremor? We've been tracking major seismic activity lately, but I don't know what's causing it. Something strange is going on out there.
It's a strange planet, but I didn't feel anything.
An earthquake something, or a volcano something?
I'm guessing a remnant something? That might help us. Eos has massive underground rivers we can't tap, but altering those tremors just right might crack the ground for irrigation. Our seismic survey hammers would be perfect. All I need is someone to place them. Please?
Is that a good idea?
What's a seismic survey hammer?
Fox built them. They punch like a dozen Krogan and cause vibrational changes underground. The hammers give good geophysics data, but honestly, they're just fun.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
You got it. Just tell me where to go.
I've marked out the areas where the tremors seem centered. Trigger the hammers there. Just be careful. The tremors are getting worse. Anything else before you go?
Nope, that's it.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Does Bradley have anything new to say?
Bradley? What can I do for you?
Absolutely nothing.
We'll talk another time.
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
So, where did it say the... Oh, God. All these tasks. So that's... That's over at the other place. Gotta still destroy more Ket devices. That's on the other planet. That's going to be on a different planet. Angara and bodies I'm still trying to find. Right, anyway. Right, so we are obviously there. That's where we need to go next to get with Cora to get that bit done. Because this is finding about the Asari that are here.
Scientists learn of Eos.
Doesn't look like it's expanded. Maybe it has, I don't know. Maybe some boxes have disappeared from round entrances.
Armed and armored. Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago.
I'm Ryder, the human pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper, we're looking for the Asari Ark.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying they survived the Ket.
Sounds like a lucky escape. I suspected the Ket. Well, I did.
The evidence pointed to the Ket being involved.
The way pain is involved when you get burned.
What happened?
The Ket chased our Ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers.
Being hunted by an elite anything isn't fun. What were they after?
I don't know. I'm a junior. I just do what they tell me. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe.
We can find anything.
Our Tempest is designed to find needles in haystacks. We'll handle this.
The ship's called the Paraphona. I'll give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
Is she overly happy that humans are? Right, so this must have been boarded up. Please help. Blah 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 blah. Remnant, yeah, whatever. No mission, no XP, not interested. Oh my god, look at all the places that are now lit up. We'll take advantage of the fast travel as we have it.
Looks like we have some scavenger animals in our lost supply crates. Quick mess to clean up. Not getting any of the supplies back this way, though. Sam, are you sure about this?
Yes, Pathfinder. The crates were opened using standard protocols. It's unlikely the local fauna could have accomplished this.
They're bugs, Sam. They didn't do it.
More data is required to be definitive, Pathfinder.
You're a real machine sometimes, Sam.
So in other words, you gotta do all the other side. Is it not tagging that quest? No, it's tagged. It's just being a bit weird about it.
I hope your colonists don't just work. These worlds need normal life.
These worlds are kind of a bit barren. You need to calm your tits a bit. Another one of the crates were over here.
More animals in our lost supply crates.
Where? Rude.
Cleared it. Betting there's nothing left.
Of course not. Yeah, get deaded.
This confirms it. The crates were opened first, then bait placed. By who?
By whom? And more data is required to be certain.
Oh, get him! He's now correcting me. Yes, by whom? I'm now being corrected by a robot. It's like having Tam Tam. Oh! I don't think this was full of water last time we came by here. Oh, not safe. Oh, because apparently I'm leaving the mission area? Was there something else here I was supposed to scan though? Because I don't think there is. Ah, that's the insect remains.
Well executed.
Did he just grenade me in the back of the head? Any more? Are we finally done? I'm going to kind of assume so. Now, maybe it'll let me go and have a look-see in the building. Or not. It goes, no! You're on this quest, you're going to stay on this goddamn quest, you're not going to go anywhere but where I'm telling you to go. Can't get up there. Right. Right. So I've done that one, so that's drone recovery. Hitting rocks for science, but other than that, we've got all these ones that are out here. I'm going to tackle that drone recovery because as we're kind of out here, I may as well do the ones out here if it'll let me.
Get machinery, Ryder. We should be careful.
Where? Talking out your ass.
A difficult start. It's admirable you kept trying.
Oh my god, my driving is so good. Whee! There was a roadway up one of these side bits. I can't remember which bit it were. That got us up onto the cliff. Was it this side? Never had an accident, 16,000. Obviously not when I was playing it though. I never have an accident. I'm like Mary Poppins. Practically perfect in every way. I'll show you down below. I think that's the thing I've got to go for. So what is it that's up here? Absolutely nothing, so I can just drop down there in the vehicle. Whee! Okay. Not quite sure what that was supposed to have been mining before, but alright. Right. So what's that over there? Scanning for minerals. That's just the research station. So if we tag that one and go to that fast travel point and see how deadly the radiation is out there.
Aya is watching what happens on Eos. Very.
I forgot to have a look which direction it was in though. At least the one to the right. Was there somewhere apparently. Was it? You sure about that now? Because I don't think it was. So I think it's that one there. So if you remember, when we came out this way last time, we went into a high radiation zone. And we couldn't get very far. While this time, it seems to be doing there's literally no radiation at the moment. So I'm kind of intrigued.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Yeah, well, there's no radiation here, so we can actually explore it there. This was a tier 3 radiation zone. Pick it up? No. Pick up that one though. I'm pretty sure that's the vault that we needed to go in that we went into to actually start the, I don't know, reformatting of the world, if you like. Oh, we've got a quest there. Don't know what that quest is, but I'll tag it. We have been in that one, haven't we?
Scoot over, Joel. You're taking up my seat. Too hot in here for that.
Do you mean hot or hot?
Just shove over.
Apparently there's something here for me still to find, because it's still showing that weird symbol bit. Like almost it shows that it's underneath it. So that kind of makes me wonder, is there actually genuinely something underneath it? And if so, how the hell do I get to it? I'm not seeing anything that I can interact with scanner-wise. And that almost looks like a point for one of those elevators, but there's definitely nothing showing. Unless it's, I've just got to find all the different containers around it. Which, again, that could be. So no, some of them, until you find all the containers, it doesn't change the icon from white to blue. They were all the people that were deaded. Not seeing any other containers. Ah, come on, run. So I've done that one, I've done that one. I don't think there is any others. So unless I'm blind as a bat, which is quite possible, even though this is still saying there's something still here to discover because it's not changed from the Y icon, but that Y icon is pointing down, which makes me think underneath here. No, that, I'm going to say it was the one in the lake that we went down underground, didn't we? So I've just suddenly thought, that one over there that I went, oh, that's the one that we went down in. I don't think we did. I think this is a new vault. I'm wondering if I couldn't get to it before because of the radiation, and so I kind of skipped it. Well, I'll soon find out if I get down there and it won't let us do anything. Well, let's get through the main door, then we know we've done that.
Wonder what's down there.
Going down. No, I remember those pillars, and they weren't there last time. So this is a new vault. I'm intrigued. Menswear haberdashery.
Well, closer.
Does it? She didn't sound very convinced. Date pad. Anne Carell, day 8. Food supply ran out yesterday, not that I can eat anyway. The temple keeps the radiation away, but I can feel myself grow weaker from exposure to the outside. Eating away at my insides. 8 days and the storm hasn't died down. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I leave, the storm kills me. If I stay, I starve to death. If the radiation poison doesn't get me first, I need to think of a way out. I'm a data scientist surrounded by machines. There has to be something I can do. A way I can use them. I'm going to try and wake them up. Big mistake. Look at this place. It's more beautiful than I could ever imagine. Millions of data streams just waiting to be discovered if I could only access them. There are secrets in this place. I can feel it, and if I can figure out how their protocols work, I think these sleeping robots could be useful to us. Bad idea. The storm outside has grown worse. If I try to go back now, I'm dead. They're messing with my comp. I can't leave. And I can't call for help. Besides, who would I call? Most of the outpost is dead already. Fortunately, it seems the technology in this place keeps the radiation away. I have enough food to last a week. I'll attempt to weather the storm and contact the outpost when I get a chance. And she obviously didn't. Final entry. I was stupid. I tried to hack the protectors of these ruins and they turned on me. I shouldn't have touched them. I managed to hide, but they got enough shots in to know I'm not going to make it. At least I'll know I'll die quicker. They're better than to watch the radiation slowly melt my insides. But there's something that Nexus needs to know. After they attack me, the machines start working, repairing. No, creating land. I think they have the ability to fix this planet. If you find this, upload it to Nexus. I want them to know what happened here. To see the potential of this world has for them. These things remnants. I think they are key to our new life. We just need to unlock it. I'll always believe in Jensen's vision. I don't regret anything.
I knew it was a long shot, but I still held hope she was alive. All we can do is turn this into Prodromos, like she wanted.
Yeah, but there's no body. Not being funny, without a body, obscure death roll.
Let's hope this doesn't backfire. Let's do this!
Oof. Well, that wasn't very friendly. I don't like how the combat music's still playing though. Can't seem to be able to scan that. Oh, here we go. Right. So, it's not that. Can't be that. It can be that. Can't be that. Can be that. No, it can't be that. It's got one down there. Can't be that. Has to be that. Which makes that one. That. And that one. That. Which makes that one. That. Which makes that one. That. Makes that one. That.
Got it.
This contains valuable data, Pathfinder. You may want to scan it.
Scan what? Then contains valuable data. You might want to scan it, but it doesn't say what. So that door won't open. I'm just kind of seeing if there's anything else. Because not being funny. I kind of just feel like it. Oh, hang on. It's finally able to scan something. Right, is there anything else? Or is that literally it for this vault? Not being funny, if that is it, it's there really isn't much of this vault. And it's kind of a bit disappointing. I was really hoping this door was going to open. So unless I'm missing something. I didn't see it saying there was anything else to interact with. No, I can't interact with that. I definitely can't interact with this door. You won't let me jump up those. Right, well, I'm classing that as this done then, I guess. Just double check these pillars. No. Going up. Right, that must... No, I was going to say, that must have been it, but obviously not. Because the gravity wells reactivate, so we can go back down there. Possibly something in the future, then? Because I don't know what to make of that. Other than... different, strange, unusual. So, I was heading to this new quest marker that had appeared.
We purpose build world by world. That's the way to keep things going.
I'm really losing my voice, I can feel it. I think I'm going to finish at 10 o'clock. Because if I'm starting to lose my voice now, I'd rather not. Okay. Don't know what he was lobbing at grenades for. Right, work detail, outpost survey beacon. Yeah.
Recording nav points for survey beacon placement. A trivial task.
Wasn't trivial to this technician. Lotus protocol. The job doesn't go unfinished.
Oh, so I've now got a plant load of beacons. I swear, nobody can do their goddamn jobs on this planet. It seems that the Pathfinder's having to do everybody's bloody job. This one's obviously going to be down here. Or not, it's going to be up there.
Job started. Another step forward. Keep it up, Dad.
Sam, what am I hearing?
Technician Eric Camber's beacon protocols. They appear to include recorded motivational logs.
Okay. Not creepy much, honest. I kind of wish those icons were actually showed bigger as you got closer toward, or showed bigger for ones that were close to you. Because it really does not feel like. And it's like, I'm kind of guessing it's that one. Because you can't also put down the beacon on top. You can't put your marker down on top of another beacon, you just won't like that.
That remnant site will be active.
Good. We like remnants.
Progress made, whatever it is. Each day, one at a time. You'll be fine.
Okay, where's this going?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I want to set my own mark. If I set it generally in that direction, I can actually see sort of where it is. I don't know. And is it the other side of the lake? Yes, it is, but it's on the hill up where I have to go up that pathway there and around. So I'm actually going to move that to that.
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
I don't care. I really don't. Oh, maybe I'll do this time, though. For all of about 2 microseconds, I was bothered. Hang on. Is this the route up here? I think you go through a cave, I said. That's the one I've got to deliver the data to. Actually, if I tag that one, I'm still in combat. Let's see what I'm in combat with. Come on, let me fast travel. So then I can hand this data in and then take the route up the rock face from there. I've got loading screen. What the hell? Why have I got a loading screen? What happened? And the game crashed. Well, okay. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, I didn't expect it to crash there. Resume. I hope it hasn't taken me far back. Supposedly, when you enter and exit vehicles or get to one of those pods, it's supposedly auto-saved. Right, well, I'm here, and I said, go there, and fast travel. And let's see if it crashes again. Because every time it shows that little down arrow in the bottom right, it's it saving. So whatever happened there, it just crashed. Again, I hate to say it, but it's one of the many issues with this game is random crashes, it getting stuck, and all sorts of joyful things like that. Upload the data. There's obviously the what we found. This was research terminated, no? Or did it lie to me? Right, anyway. So, I'm going to go on the road round, and I believe you go through or up a tunnel or something weird. With the radiation drop, I should be able to actually get there without dying. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what happened there. It crashed, it stopped letting me interact with the game, and then it proper bombed out, so I was like, okay. Right, which way am I going? Still going up, I think. Now, is it through that tunnel? I think it is. So this was the tunnel that I got attacked in.
Signs of Ket still linger. There's no getting rid of them.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
I don't like the look of those Ket machines.
I thought we'd already scanned it. Now, because of the goddamn stupid game, I'm going to have to go back and have a look. But have you noticed, Sam isn't kind of like every 5 seconds going, ooh, I think you ought to do X. Ooh, I think you ought to do Y. Because after that person said about there being a shut up Sam mod, I actually am running it. Yeah, it scanned it. Or is there another pod here that I didn't see? You're saying thank God. Just think what it was like for me. Temperature is changing. Take one step. Temperature is equalizing. Take another step. Temperature is changing. And it was like, will you just kind of like stop now?
R11 Holar. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
The more we learn, the worse he is.
So we were actually able to understand that message this time. Because if you remember last time when we ran through, we didn't have enough samples of their language and it just went blah 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 at us, and we were like, yeah, okay. You're on drugs or something. Because it was really just quite random. So now we actually have a translation of the language. We can actually understand what we're hanging on about. Oh my god, my dragon is absolutely expert as always.
From the flock, little duck. Little duck? Who is this? Someone who's got work for you. Come to my nav point, if you think you're up for it.
Don't want to keep him waiting, little duck.
That is not becoming a thing.
Yeah, if she thinks she's going to keep calling me that, I'm going to be kicking her off my ship.
Sounds like we've already had an effect.
Remnant site. We should check it out. Watch out! Remnant!
Rude! Just use my good old biotic space magic. What's that? Is that the world border? Oh, leaving the mission area. Well, I didn't see some massive border like that before. I hope I can get some more upgrades for this vehicle soon. Because it really is.
Celia still looks so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
It's like masturbating with a cheese grater. It is so laborious, this
I think
vehicle.
that's cat tech. Stay alert.
It's always cat tag. Yeah. Got them all? I think it is. Not seeing any other goodies here. a single chest. Very anticlimactic.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Okay. Oh my god. Lethal and be shot.
Bolstering all shields.
Yeah, calm down, love. Oh, so it was an invisible doggy that she could say.
Progress, right, Dad? Probably simple, but in a new galaxy and after I... Never mind.
What are you talking about, kid?
Well, I think it's obvious she's dead. She probably didn't go and join the initiative. The father went on, and so she recorded these sort of updates, hence the reason why she seems to be being a bit passive-aggressive, shall we say. I'm going to set my marker on that forward post now. I don't like how quiet one is. There's the loot box that once you claim there, this has turned blue, meaning it's been checked out.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder.
So what else is it at? Oh my god, look at all the stuff it's showing and all these other save forward points, save points, whatever you want to call them. Jesus Christ. So that one looks like it's right on the very edge. That one looks like it's sort of coming down the cliff face. So I know I said I was going to finish at 10, but I'm just going to finish these two and then probably call that.
What do you do?
No. Break.
I'm beginning to suspect that the Angaran word for fun doesn't translate well.
Because I thought that was right on the cliff, but obviously not. That's obviously another route up, maybe? Right, let's go do the other one first. Because whatever, it looks like we kind of like have to do a bit of going off the hill. Well, this one seems to be... It looks like, potentially, just by this cliff bit here.
Nice work.
Pathfinder, I advise caution. Remnant activity may be hostile.
Maybe hostile. I think there's a little bit more than maybe. I'm going to say I can still hear one. Sam, the master of the understatement, just a bit. The master of either I'm going to state the obvious or...
Keep it up, Dad. You promised. Doesn't matter that I'm sick. You're in the future.
I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Well, you got to be okay with it. She's obviously very dead. But yeah, I've got to admit, I am really loving not having Sam making comments every 5 seconds about stuff. You know, it kind of really goes to show how unnecessary it was. Now, let's have a look. Do I need to sort of come... Right. I actually pick up that, and then get down to there. And then, like I said, I am going to kind of like finish Fit Day at some point. Not being funny, there's quite a few here. Upset for some Minecraft to build some more. Right, this crate should make this place go blue, which it has, so that's everything done there. Sprouted speed vial. I seem to be finding a lot of those. Does that mean I can grow things eventually?
Animals on our missing crates again, same as before. Cleared. Picked clean. Sam, the scan says the drops were scheduled so no one would be around?
Delivery data was corrupted intentionally, possibly to avoid confrontation during the theft.
Thieves with hearts of gold?
Circulatory determinations will require more data, Pathfinder.
Yeah, you always need more data. The story of your life, it seems to be. More data, more data! We're going to find out it's somebody that's kind of like was part of the rebel group you watch. They're glowing, but I can't scan that. What's this? What is it? I don't quite know what to make of that. There's no terminal, but there are these blocks that you cannot see out of scan mode. Oh, gonna have to put the hammer down and then we're gonna get attacked, aren't we?
Hold on to something. Remnant coming from below!
That'll keep you on your toes.
That's a big tremor for a couple of raptors. Let's place the next hammer.
I want to know what these are, and why can I only see them but not scan them? Well, anyway. So I'm assuming there's going to be...
Constructs ahead.
Well, I said I was assuming there's going to be some sort of pathway down, but the easy answer to that is not quite really. So will we ammo? Obviously, this is something that you're going to get attacked at in the future. Looking at that. Oh, resource just there. Don't mind if I do.
Were these shards of something bigger?
Can't interface with it. Guess we'll never know.
Embedded in solid rock. Impressive engineering.
That's a nice little light, but it's on the level above us.
You can see it from almost anywhere.
So I went the wrong direction somewhere. Six-wheel drive. Or maybe it's as simple as one of those pillar things flat. Now that says it's below us. Okay. So it was above us, then it was below us. It was above us, and then it was below us.
Another job done, Dad. Reset and hit the next. I'm watching, and I'm proud. Eric Jr. signing off.
Okay. That's a... Okay, alright. Yeah. That's a proper... Okay, I'm not quite sure what the hell was going on there, but... Interesting. I don't need Cora with me anymore. She can get lost. So you... I'm going to have Drax in the change. Actually, I'm going to have Drax. I'm going to get rid of Jar because I don't need him at the minute. And I'm going to have Phoebe. Well, I thought the game had crashed then again for a second. And like I said, that is where I'm going to leave it for tonight because, like I said, I can feel my throat is going a bit and obviously I don't want it to go completely. I've got another stream to do tomorrow. And then I'm on break for 2 weeks. Obviously, it's not a definite break. Keep your eyes on things like Twitch and Discord because if I do a random stream, that's where I will announce it. So other than that, take care, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I will catch you again tomorrow with Star Trek Online. Take care now.